Hey bass players, today we're going to be looking at Essential Elements exercise 75, also known as 2 by 2. We are in 2/4 time. That means we have 2 beats per measure. So instead of counting 1, 2, 3, 4, we'll just be counting 1, 2, 1, 2. Each quarter note is worth a beat and each eighth note is worth half a beat. We have 2 sharps, which means we're in the key of D major, F sharp and C sharp. For this piece, we're only going to be using F sharp though. So that's first position on the D string, under your 4th finger. Let's review where all our notes are. We have open D, E is first position on the D string, F sharp is first position 4th finger. Notice how all the fingers are working together, 1, 2, 3, and 4 to hold down that F sharp. Then we have G, open G, and A, first position on the G string. Get comfortable with your notes before you start to play. The only really tricky part about this piece is transitioning from the F sharp to the A. So when we're crossing strings, when we're changing strings, we need to make sure that we hold on to our guideposts. So instead of just letting go of the bass and finding that A out of thin air, I'm going to keep my 4th finger planted and I'm just going to move my 1st finger, bam, to the G string. But my 4th finger stays in place, and once my 1st finger is set, then it lets go. This all happens very, very quickly, but it's going to help you to keep your location on the bass and stay in tune. Make sure to have a metronome when you practice. We're going to practice this piece at 2 tempos. First, 75, and then twice as fast at 150. When we play it at 75, make sure your quarter notes are super long and super full, but not getting behind the beat. Let's try it together. One, 2, 3, 4. As far as our right hand goes, we want to make sure that we're doing full bows on the quarter notes especially. So make sure to set your bow, and when you pull, try to keep it in the same place on the string, as opposed to letting it run up and down. It really messes with the sound and it will make you lose your coordination and track of where you are on the instrument. So set and pull across. For the eighth notes, do about half of the bow. We're more or less staying on the string, but we're lightening up a little bit when we go from down to up or up to down. Lighten up and set. Lighten up and set. Just like that. Let's try it one more time together at 75. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now instead of setting my metronome to 150, I'm just going to play it twice as fast. So basically instead of 1, 2, 1, 2, we're going to play it 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. D, D, F, F, A, G, G, F, F, E, E, G, G, F, F, E, E, D. Let's try that. It might be a hot mess, but it's going to be fun. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Something to notice, when we play faster, we don't have time to use the whole bow. Focus on making the note as full as it can be, but let your bow adapt to the situation. You may only end up using half of it in that situation. So while we're trying to make the note full, we should also let our bow hand adapt to the situation. If you only end up using about half of your bow at that tempo, that's okay. Let's try it one more time at 150. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. All right, basses, great job today. Just as a reminder, make sure to use all your fingers together, play full value with the bow, and practice with the metronome. See you in the next video.